Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're watching Transport Fever 2 on the Dune Canyon map, and here we are, halfway up Peekaboo Mountain. That wasn't its official name until just now, and as you can clearly see, it's earned the name. And in mere moments, I'm going to take you from the stalled out, paused aspect of where we left the last episode into completing the route up Peekaboo Mountain. I guess that name's sticking. Now you see, I'm recording this bit having no idea what it was that I showed you just moments ago, because I record those at the end of the show, so I like to show off, a bit of a teaser as to what's coming up. And all I know at the moment is, well, this is going to be a challenge. And in that voice too. So I don't know how best to proceed. Now, we've got the station here at the construction materials plant, and from here we could quite easily truck up the coal from both Richmond and Colorado Springs. Richmond? Really? Where is Richmond? It's nowhere to be seen, is it? That's just a brand name. As tempting as it is, and it's incredibly tempting, and therefore I probably will do it. Okay, right, never mind, forget I spoke. Yes. We're going to stick stations in. I'm going to commit to using stations. It would be far more efficient to run with your trucks to make the hookups here, but actually, stations is more fun. It's just a more fun way to do things. And frankly, having a ton of trains all rattling around the top up here would be a great deal of fun. In fact, going along the cliff top, wouldn't that be? That would be. Yes. Right. Okay. Let's do that first. So I'm gonna bang some track that runs the length of this. Yeah, I know. I didn't say this was going to be a sensible scheme. It's going to be a fun one. Fun, everybody. Hey. Keep it going. Right. Bulldoze that. Bulldoze this. You people who had aspirations towards having some kind of cliff top, why have you put electrification on there? Don't. No. We're not electrifying this series, not at all. No, we're gonna stay pure and unadulterated by catenary in this run through. Right. Yep. That's all good. So I'm hoping that I can get all of this set up relatively quickly, because then we can spend the remainder of this episode gaily watching a few trains charging about a bit. And won't that be nice? Now, admittedly, we don't have a massive amount of variety of trains at the moment, but that's to be somewhat expected. Is that a bit of a? It is a bit of a gulf, but you know what? I like it. Stick on the fast bridge. The lack of bridge mods, I think, is the only real kind of mod angle that I'm missing. And even then, you say you're missing it, but I end up using Jolly Green for absolutely everything. So there's that. Right. Okay. Now then, let's bulldoze this road, and actually we'll bulldoze all the roads that are connected to these jokers, and then we'll reconnect them in a slightly more compelling fashion. That's the goal anyway. Is that a ledge, or is it? No, you're looking at the underground track. Oh, thank you, underground track. Yeah, you've given me a valid reminder that I still need to hook that one up to the end of the run. So that's all good. Right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm going to stick a station here. This is probably the least sensible bit. It would probably make a lot more sense for me to hook this coal mine up to the other one, but I'm not going to. So, deal with it. It says pulling deal with it face. Yep, slap that on. No. Put roads in first, right? Now, roads might not be completely necessary to get the tendril action going. Tendril action, please. Zoom in a bit. Try it again. Yeah, cancel that. Cancel. Thank you. Right. I'm also going to make these streets so that anyone who is feeling foolish enough to get involved can do. Nope, it doesn't want to give you access. All right, try a bit closer. Well, that's very close, and we're still not getting any tendrils. What are you doing wrong? I don't know. Try a different side. Nothing. It doesn't want to connect along that side. Okay, all right, fine. Yep, to about there. Yeah, that'll do. Right. And then give it the rail station. Because, frankly, I'm going to run as many trains as I think is necessary. Necessary up this mountainside, because I think it's going to be a whole lot of ruddy giggles. And therefore, that's exactly what we're going to do. Right. Is that you happy with that? Happy is as happy he does. Right. Okay. Fling that around there. Get some tendrils. No, default to curves, please. I mean, you know, I whittled about this last time round, and you know, I like the addition of straight road as a thing, but I've kind of got used to yeah. See, look, I've just deployed something beautiful and curvy, and you know, I'm used to it, and therefore don't make me have to learn anything new, because if history dictates anything at all, is that I just won't. I'm not gonna learn anything at all. Right, fling this up here a bit. I don't know what you think you're colliding with, but I assure you, you're probably not. Now, this is going to need several junctions that hook it back up to that mountain climb. But we'll worry about that when it comes time to actually, you know, complete things. Now, the main delivery station is going to be here. So I'll probably form a Y to come in this way. That should work. And that will then, you know, give the onward kind of pickup stuff going on. It will also give us easy access to this oil derrick here. And you know, we should prosper as a result. Should. I reckon we might. Right, hold on. Do the road first. Put the road in. Okay. Stick it about there. Well, we have tendrils. Okay, good. Tendrils good. Well, I think putting city streets there is possibly a bit of a reach. I very strongly doubt that anything's going to be interested in connecting with that, but, you know, we'll keep the roads connected anyway. It makes people happy. Or if it doesn't make people happy, it certainly doesn't make them unhappy, so, you know, there's absolutely no harm in doing so. One track, yeah. Yeah, just bung that in there. And then track this up. Now, this is probably going to end up being single track, this particular bit of... Hold on. You're getting ahead of yourself. Blow all of this lot up, because you're going to need a station there. Alright, okay. Alright, fine. Give me road. And this one actually does have a fighting chance of being cityized. So we'll give it a go and see what we get. There you go, sling that in there. Don't make it one way. I know, people get obsessed with doing stuff in a one-way fashion, and I kind of, oh yes, that's all well and good. But to have problems of a one-way fashion, you first need to have traffic problems. And I don't tend to get them because I lean so heavily on trains. Right, cargo station. We'll make it a single track. Now, this is going to lead to a whole bunch of kind of convoluted junctions going on, but that's okay too. Right, stick that there. Now, if I had any sense at all, and I think the jury has reached their conclusion on that front, what I should do here is name these according to what it is that they produce. But I'm not going to. So, draw your own conclusions. No. All right. Well, I quite like this little bridge, but I don't doubt that we'll get another one when I rebuild it in a moment. But frankly, that angle of attack was horrendous, so we'll try for one that is less worthless. See, that's a little bit less worthless. Don't you mean that's a little more worthwhile? Amounts to the same thing. Right. Okay. Good. That's that dealt with. Now, here's the thinking. So imagine a Y junction here. In each case, in fact, this has worked out quite well. We haven't finished all the way down to there. In each case, you'll have one train stops at platform 1 and a second train that comes all the way out to the other one. So these are effectively single tracks as far as the junction itself, because you can run both these tracks as dedicated. In which case, that Y junction just needs to be a general all-round kind of crossover mergery kind of a deal. That should work quite nicely. The likelihood, in the fullness of time, that we get any kind of usage to the extent where we've got multiple trains up here at once is pretty slim, though. So, it's going to be another over-designed beast that never, sees its full potential. Are you still not connecting? No. Okay, well, we'll keep going. I haven't placed the station yet, so, that's... See, there's my tendrils happening. That's fine. Get rid of that one. Come round the corner. Come on. Time's a wasting. You could just skip this bit and get to the good stuff, What are you talking about? This is the good stuff. We'll continue the... Oh, just... Don't build ugly just because you're trying to go quick. Alright, okay, alright. I mean, your rating of ugly may vary, but, even so, we should try and maintain some standards. Right, there we go. Yeah, okay, that's pretty hideous. Right, okay, banger. Total nonsense. Don't build ugly, indeed. Yeah, as though that's a thing. Right, okay, that looks to have a connection. Now, as long as I don't get carried away and try and hook this road back up again, let's take away that temptation right now. There you are. Then that should stay connected. You are connected, right? Yes, Gov. Right, okay, good. Because if you're not connected, I'm going to be running an awfully expensive train up there. Right, there we go. That should do it. Right, and you've done the same thing up here. Yeah. I'm excited. Right, okay, now let's get rid of all of this, and that as well, and this, yeah, and that. Now, that's more than enough space for what we need. What, in fact, do we need? So, it needs one line of passenger, okay, one line of freight, maybe two lines of freight, maybe one for pickup, one for drop-off. Well, one line would probably do the trick. So, in fact, yeah, a one-on-one will do the job absolutely splendidly. Do we want some pass-through? We want some pass-through. So if we do two lanes of pass-through, a cargo and a passenger, then we should be grand. So we'll take a one-passenger big style and mash it in the middle here. Now, we'll mash it in the middle up here somewhere. Something like that. Yep. This is in order to give us room to do a convoluted junction there. And then, of course, we do still want the road connection between the two. So that needs figuring out as well. Then get in and modularize this bad boy. Okay. Hello, bad boy. Modularizing. I'll tell you something else. We're also going to elongate. Elon Musk. Elongate. It's a very different thing. First off, it's not insane. Right. Passenger platforms. This one. There you go. That one, yeah, and that one. Now it's not massively longer, but it should still be sufficient to cope with what I'm about to lob up it. Yeah, right. Yes. You should just track lay through here, right? Rather than no. I don't think you can just leave a gulf in the middle for things to traipse through. And still call it one station. I think at that point you end up calling it two stations. So, and then you need a third track. Yeah. Well, all of this suggests that I probably ought to run a fairly significant length passenger train up here. Now, I'm not going to use the Alco PAPB because it's going to struggle. It's not. Its power is great if you give it a nice kind of straight, flat bit to run on. But if you try dragging that thing uphill, it looks at you and calls you a rude name. So we will try something else. And if we're going to run something of a significant length up here, which was my original intention, but now not anymore. No, that's a former intention that no longer exists. Then a multi-headed train will do the job. Of course, when it comes to multi-headed trains, what we're waiting for is the SD40 to come into service, because then the sparks will really fly. I don't know what that means in this context, but you can feel it too, right? Oh yeah, you get a feel for, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to those sparks and the flying. Yeah, can't wait. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's bung in. I'll go Fat Street here because, you know, there should be enough action here that people can't help themselves but want to move in right next to an oil well. I think that's something that's going to happen pretty much immediately. Right, Medium Street for this side. If we could just run that along there. One building will be, two buildings will be removed. They knew what they were getting into. In fact, this corner, I mean, it's not the cost, it's the removal of buildings that bugs me. Clearly bugs me enormously because I went ahead and did it. Right, run that up there. Yeah, see, that looks all right. Yeah, and then run this into the same junction because you would, wouldn't you? Yeah, I think that every kind of town centre rail station on the face of the planet has some kind of station approach that has clearly not been thought through by anybody at all. So that's worked out really rather splendidly. You onto the end there. Yeah, good. You up here. Yeah, good. You down there. Splendid. Right. Still need to think of the flyover. Okay, well, why don't you think about it now? I'll tell you what I like. I like that. All right, let's see. How lucky can we be? Extremely lucky. That's how lucky we can be. A bridge right over the top of the lot. Fantastico. Yeah. I mean, normally I'd try and do two connections, but having one over the top there is probably good enough. In fact, I might even see if we can make this a full-on beefcake flyover there, which we have now done. Excellent. Right. Okay, so those two are termini or terminuses, depending on how you're wired there for the use of extra S's. And then this comes down here and heads out that way. Right? No. Take it down to there. Right. That's because that's going to be your mingle zone. Right? That's where your waters and our waters will be combined with one another. And then just form a nice little junction on the track. Is that lump needed? No, that lump is what we in the trade call style. It is magnificent, which is why I bulldozed it. Right, okay, yep, go over here like that. All right, yeah. Flatten it out a bit, there you are. Right, same deal with you, go over here, and that's good too. Now, what I'm also going to do here is I'm going to run the, whatever I build, train-wise, I'm going to run it initially without any, what's the word I'm looking for? Signals, that's the word. Yeah, going to run a zero signal approach to start with, and then I'll add signals in as it becomes apparent that you need a signal. Because otherwise I could spend half an hour just wanging in signals left, right and centre and we don't get to see the action. So I thought we'd do both at the same time. Right, and then we'll see if we can't have a fairly elongated crossover here. It's not even that elongated, to be honest. Right, that should do the trick. Double slip those junctions. Yes, please. All right, and you too. Yeah. Excellent. That's this lot. Ooh, all connected up. Mighty. Okay, that's a lot of fun. And then we're going to run round here through this. That doesn't make any sense, surely. No, you're going to want a stop off and then two bypass tracks. Okay, all right. So what? We're going to change probably going to change the tunnel entrance here, but modify this. Yeah. Right, get rid of these. Yeah. Yeah, I know. When I was here last time, I was very, enthusiastically talking about, and then we'll have one train that comes through, and it'll just do all of the things, and it'll be brilliant. And now I'm going, no, dedicated train for everything. Thank you. Good. Stop talking. And that's what we're going to go with. Right. So this is the mainline kind of deal here, and then this is a little branch off so that matey boy with his construction materials can just stop. I'm going to give it as much leeway as I can in case it's too long, and then get to work, you. Come on, that's it. Lovely. Right, slip that bad boy, and I think we're set. Yep, that bit's all set. Right, great. Last bit to do is to connect up the under mountain passenger line, and then we'll have a look at whatever it is we have a look at. Now, first things first is we need to change this. Yeah, right. Because I have it set up at the moment in a style that is best described as bad. Given the format of the station, what you want here is you want the main line to run through these two platforms. Now this could upset the existing service that's running, but I'm hoping the existing service that's running goes, oh, I see what you're trying to do there. I don't think it will. In this case, I think I may have to issue some correct stopping instructions. Although let's do that and have a look. Yep, broken it. Have you though? Try clicking on trains. Still broken. Do you want to try again? Do you want to go like no? It's fine because it's not. So this is platform 3 and 4 that it's now going to stop on. So if we call this up, main line here, and then terminals is what I'm after. No, you don't get it from the route, you get it from here. So terminals, so 12, that's going to go to 3, thank you, and you go on 4. Right, that's that fixed. Wicked. All right, good. Yeah, I know, I said wicked. Yeah, there's something you haven't heard very often since the 80s. Let's wang this down over here. Now, this is going to need to be two-way, but not for a little while, because I am going to run several of the services up here. Let's go. Let's not. Get rid of that. And then that can have a cheeky bridge over the top, and that'll make them ruddy cheerful. Right, take this as far as here, because that's staying on the flat, and we've done a bit of a gouge. Now, up you trot. Let's see what the crow flies offers. Oh, it offers us evil. Yeah, no, that's too evil. Too evil by far. All right. Well, we have got this lump to contend with. Yeah, I know. It doesn't mean I want to contend with it. In fact, given the distance travelled, I'm going to take the time to get down the mountainside ever so slightly, and we'll wiggle it round. Yeah. Incidentally, if you're following this series as a means of learning how to build a super efficient, super profitable line, stop right now. Just start watching it for madcap adventures and offbeat track planning, because that's what we're doing here. This is not going to teach you how to be profitable in the slightest. The only reason that anything I'm building is making money is because of the distances involved. Because they are going long distance, they pay off gangbusters. So I can afford to run stupid. Right, there we go. And this is pretty stupid. But ultimately, we should end up with something that's quite good fun to look at. There you go. See, aren't you having more fun now? Yes, you are. I could have probably taken an angle of attack that would have allowed me to do that directly, but when doing the initial survey, it didn't show up. So, we're stuck with whatever we've got. Now, are you single track? I am single track. What am I thinking? Yeah, okay, so here's my passenger line, and here it goes into double track, leading out. It goes a long way. So Santa Clara, yeah, we go from here to there to this. Right. We're not yet going up the mountain, though, are we? No. What's the route going to be to go up the mountain? I'd love to do Sunnyvale Irving to go up the mountain, but actually, I think that taking a route I mean, Coral Springs will grow like a bandit if I make that the main connection, especially since it's already connected to Birmingham as well. But it doesn't make any sense for people who want to go there directly. They won't want to travel all the way out to Santa. They'll change at Santa Clara. So I think Santa Clara is where we do it from. Oh, and I was lamenting that Santa Clara was where I was going to have to redevelop. Although I've hit upon a notion and a scheme. Right. Yeah, you're probably going to have to hop back out of this pretty much immediately, though. All right, yeah, that one, this one, and that one. Oh, no, good. It has removed stuff for me. Good. Now, there is one more problem that I've got to address, and that is getting trains onto this line to begin with. Now, has it recognised that? It has recognised that. You flipping marvel. Good. So, because it's running uphill, I think we go with a short passenger consist. I mean, don't get me wrong, that is helped by the fact that all I have at the moment are those little rail cars to run up this route with, but that'll do. Now we're going to have it sharing with the, because that's not going to end poorly in the slightest. No, we will have it sharing with the freight trains going up there. For no other reason than it means that, that's a lot of metal going up in one direction. Have we done or not? Not. Okay, still got one last bit to do. I thought I'd done this bit. Did I imagine that? Yes. Okay. Right, and then you come out over here onto that one. What have we done there? It doesn't quite qualify as a cheeky tunnel because it's a bit long, but it's still quite, the other word that we're using a lot this series is tasteful. Right, and you run around the outside. If I put the effort in, I could have it appear just at the edge, do a quick span out over the... I like that idea too much not to do it. So there you go. Right. Yeah, I am. Now we're gonna make that work. Now, how exactly are you gonna make that work? Well, actually, you're gonna have to all that stuff you just deleted. Put some of it back in again. Okay. Take the outside track because you don't want to go outside the mountain too far. All right. So go to about. Actually, does it want to be? No, it's level. So stay on the level here. Right. Yeah. And then just pull it out around there like that. Little peekaboo, my gosh, we're all going to die tunnel exit there. People will just turn up to ride that and kind of go like, well, that is one of Arrakis's finest railway journeys. In fact, yeah, you're hard-pressed to find an Arrakeen railway journey that is not, pretty spectacular. Providing, of course, that you find endless, dusty plains to be spectacular anyway at all. If you do, you're in luck. If you don't, well, maybe this holiday is not for you, and you should go somewhere more tropical. Right, this is going to need an extended one of these. Yeah, if this goes in nicely as well, I'll be happy. Good. Do we need to go slippity slip slip there? You will need to go like that and then come back at... Yes, you will. Okay. Slip these two. Right. Marvellous. Right. I think we're set. So, getting stuff from the main line, which is where all trains emerge, out onto this. Okay. That's that was just the outline of the challenge there. Bit of dead road here, look. Can't win them all. No, you can't. Just put it out of its misery. There you go. Yeah, and that. Yeah. Honestly, no one in their right mind should be driving on that kind of thing. Now, I also need to... are you connected to the road? Barely. But what I suggest you do there, Tiger, is bulldoze virtually the entire town and then lay out a nice grid and use the flattening tool. Maybe later. Right, so if they're coming out... How do we get them situated? So we need some means whereby we cross over a whole bunch of tracks and then everything will be fine. All right, okay, well, you're crossing over a whole bunch of tracks. Opportunity number 1 is here. On the bridge. I'm afraid so, yes. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll try it, and then we'll see where we get complaints. In the comments, mostly, I reckon. No. Anyone commenting at this point, they know what the format is here, and that clowning is ultimately essential. Yeah, so far you haven't nailed it, incidentally. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Now, any kind of a junction that I were to build that goes up the mountain, that would do the trick. But that would mean taking a branch off from this single track, which I'm still not so sure is an idea that is worthy of anything. Oh, hold on. No, that's a single track platform. Ooh. So this track here should not be single track anyway. We do need it, so let's I don't know what I'm looking at. All right, try again. Grab that. Yeah. Construction's not possible. Really? You amaze me. All right, do it a bit further out. It's going to need to be in there, and I'm going to need to put signals on it as well. Yeah, mate. No, sorry, not in this lifetime. You don't. Okay. Otherwise, you are not running more than one train on there. Right. Okay. Well, let's do this and see what sort of results we can accomplish. I still haven't fixed it. You know, I think we may end up having to deploy another depot to make this one flourish in the slightest. That's a stupid corner. Right. Okay. In we go. Right. Now all we need is just some points anywhere. The station approach does not have enough room for it. I am loath to remove the station, given just how madness it is on both sides. Right, if I go to there, and then we ask it nicely to do that. There you go, it's done it. What have you actually accomplished there? Nothing. Haven't fixed the problem at all. Okay. All right. Let's put some roots in. He said, let's just gloss over the problem and solve it if it needs solving. You never know. You might have actually built the thing that makes it work. So we go from the Irving Annex. That's going to get a new name in a moment. Out to Santa Clara, out to Coral Springs, back to Santa Clara, and then back to home base. Right. Now I'm going to need to stick some which side of the track do you travel on then? Signalling on there. Irving. Do we have a naming convention for Irving yet? No, because this is the first new the first new connection we've built here. So what we shall call it is, I guess, Irv to where are we going? Coral Springs. Coral branch line. Okay, right, fine. How many do you want on there? 4. All right, we're gonna or 2 that are, we'll go with 2 that are slightly longer. Okay, yeah, well, you know, as you wish. And we'll stick signals on there now to try and get them on the right side of the track. So stick that on there. Hold on, should have made it one way to begin with, because now you've got to click 3 things. There you are. Right, has that broken it? Did make a sound as though it was broken, didn't it? It did. Okay, and then, well, just keep grabbing this. Yep. And go that one, and then this one. Good. Right. What's broken at the moment? A couple of road vehicles and the Indy Conmats and the Indy Intercity. Oh, that's a bus route. Okay, that's fine. That apparently, this new one I've just built apparently works. Signals. Do you want one in the tunnel? I'm going to need at least one in the tunnel. Okay, and that will be just before the junction here. There you go. Right. And then you come in, you dump your passengers off, and at some point I cleverly turn this back into 2 tracks, which means that is the signal you want there, and then we'll stick another pair up here. All right, okay, keep going. So you are running on the 2 on this side. I'm not. I'm running on the 2 up the middle. Oh, crumbs. I'm not sure that's true. It is true. Okay. Right, so if we put one there and one here as well, then anything else I choose to put on this through track will benefit accordingly. Right, and then we stick one about there and we stick one about here. Okay. Right, let's bung some metal on that. Because, well, I'll tell you what else. Let's get things unpaused. I need to sort those trucks out, but the lozenge is keeping me informed that they're still broken, so it's unlikely that I forget in the long term. In the medium term, however, it's very likely I forget. Now then, this is going quite a long way. So with the what have we got here? So no, you're looking at the wrong thing. You want a diesel multiple unit. The M300 does 62. Yeah. Carries 40 passengers. We probably want 60 capacity. And I don't like that one very much. We don't have a huge amount of choice. We really don't have a huge amount of choice. Going one country only with no mods to make stuff last longer, your choices are proper limited. All right. Okay. Well, let's go for the PA. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is a PA-able route rather than a PAPB. Now we'll see how much this can actually handle when it comes to grades and so on. I mean, even the locomotive on itself on a high grade, it dumps off speed quite quickly. Now we've got a New Mexico. No, we're going golden sand, mate. Now these do 19, so I'm going to probably want 4 or 5 of them. Let's try 4. And then, what's your grade rating? Drops to 48 on high. That's about as much as we're prepared to accept. 76 capacity. You're going to need that kind of capacity for this to work at all. All right, okay. We'll take 2, please. Yep. All right. Deploy those on the new Irving Coral Whatnot line. Okay, next line. Let's do the second passenger line. And because it gets more complicated. Well, it gets easier after that. And yet more complicated. And yet easier. So if we're thinking Santa Clara, right, look at the amount of station space we've got there. That's enough for 2 of those rail cars to be slapped next to each other. So we go Santa Clara up to Aurora Independence and back again. And I think we run 4 of them because the distance they're travelling is pretty significant. Okay, all right, fine, do it. Tell you what though, before you do it, yeah, pop this out. I can't pop it out. That's just not happening. Okay, fine. Or in which case, hold on, just grab. No, you can't have it in a little window for easy access in a moment. I'm afraid you're just going to have to live with it. Although you can, instead of having to click up there every single time, you could just click the vehicle manager. These are the details. Right, new line. We go Santa Clara. Now, it's very tempting to go out and do Coral, which is up here. Very tempting. But we're not going to, because it's not going to work. So we'll just do that. Now, as the crow flies, it's not that much distance at all. So these aren't going to make a lot of money. So running something that is cheap to run is the smartest thing to do. Right, this is going to be Saint Clara. Saint CL, yeah. There's no chance I remember that. To Indy, which is also a branch line. Okay, right, let's have a quick look and check that it's doing a route as prescribed. No, it's not. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll fix that with signals. That ships. That's the one thing you're never going to need is ships. Now, it goes single track here, so you don't want a signal on there at all. And then you've got coming down the mountain there. That should be one way. Like that. There you go. And then just sling a couple of these one-wayed anywhere on this track. How about here? Yep, that'll do it. Good. Now have a quick look at the overlay. There you are, that's got it. Right. More signals will be required, but that is sufficient to get this moving in the first place, if we can get any trains onto it, of course. Right, buy new trains, buy vehicles. No, select the depot. Well, I don't know, what's it called? It's a rail depot, of which you have one. Right, multi-unit diesel. Now, for those of you going, but what about the Zephyr? The Zephyr is rubbish. It's total garbage and doesn't make money. Now, if that sounds harsh, I'm having a look at it now. Yeah, it does 34 miles per hour, and it's a self-contained unit. I mean, who in their right mind would? What do you do then? If this thing's so flipping brilliant, what does it do? It does 62 miles an hour on high. Yeah, okay, you may have a point. Right, we'll give it 40 capacity because that's about as much as it needs, and then we'll buy 4 of them because that's about as much space as it's going to require. In fact, 4 is overkill, 3 will do it. Buy. Right, deploy all of these onto the Saint whatnot. St. Coral. It's not St. Coral, it's St. Clara or some such. All right, is it complaining? Nope. Okay, well, hold on. We got some intrigue. That's interesting. Where's the intrigue going on here then? Yes, all right. Hello. Right. Tell me of this intrigue of which you speak. Well, I'm coming out of this tunnel. Yeah. I'm going into this tunnel. Yes. But for some reason, we want to both be on the same side of the track. I got news for you, bucko. That's not gonna work. Why would I do that? Right, what route are you running? Coral Freight Connection. You zip up there. Alright, that stands to reason. So, what are you and what's your damage? Birmingham Freight Refinery. You're running on one side of the track. Do you need to run on one side of the track? Not anymore. Not anymore. Ah, interesting. Interesting how the minor adjustment there seems to have made all the difference. Also, put a signal in here. There's a good lad. Right. There. Yeah, and one here. Right. Okay. Right. That should have unbalked that. Yeah, there we go. We got movement. That is now unbalked. Right. Next job. Don't know why you're looking at Birmingham, because it's relevant to the objective here. So we're going to go Birmingham to Coral. Anything else? Nope, that's it. This is a straightforward town freight delivery. Things are going to spiral out of control quite quickly here. Okay, right, fine. Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. Right, so you go from there, yeah, out to here. Hang on, haven't we already got that? You have already got that. What train do you have coming into here already? Come back to that in a moment. What do we got? That's the Coral Freight Connection, man. All right, okay, you are superfluous. We don't need to do that. Right, have we got a freight connection coming out to Santa Clara? Well, if we just nothing waiting. And no register. Okay, so, well, okay, this is fine. Add this, yeah. There you go. That's done sort of what we wanted, hasn't it? Has it? Hasn't it? No. Hasn't it? No, it hasn't. Why not? Okay, because originally the idea was that you turned this into a backing service on this line. Yeah. Yeah, it was. And now you've got it as a backing service on a through line. Shazbot. Shazbot indeed. Yeah, what's this line for? Maybe that's the through line. Okay, yeah. I don't know whether that is what I recall having been the plan. However, it does appear to have now just been designated the plan. Yes. Okay. I think I've confused myself. You know what you should do is not build stuff like this over the course of, 2 weeks, and instead build it over the course of 2 hours, and then you'll have some kind of a grasp as to what the heck it was that you were trying to do. We're going to go with this, and we'll see what transpires. So this is the freight connection for this thing here. All right, good. So now we go and put a train on it. Give me that. Now you're going to need everything. So let's go diesel. Let's go GP9. Just one for this one, and add the necessary bits and pieces. So we'll go with 1, 2. What's that give it? 36. 3. Same with this. 3, and that. You're not going to need that. You're not, are you? You're not. You're just not. You don't need that. You don't need gondolas. You do need tank cars and box cars. Okay. All right. So, in which case, let's go 4 of those and then 4 of these. Because obviously, your tank cars... Hold on, don't cob mats get delivered through? What does it actually want? Helps if you look at the right place. Yeah. 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 Yes. Yeah. It wants bread. It wants cogs. Okay, right. So if it needs bread and cogs, what do you transport those on? Train? Very good. Right. Just no. Give me the right flipping. Thank you. No. You've gone Pete Tonk. No, just hit that. Right. Right. So back to where we were. You want a GP9. Make it sound efficient. All right. Yeah. And then you got cogs and bread. That's boxcars only. Now, are you doing any more freight interchange here? No. Right. Then just get 8 of those. Woohoo. No. Pay attention to what you're doing. Sell that lot. Yeah. Thank you. Right. Try again. Still getting foxed by that, you know. Cargo. These. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably more than you need. Buy one. That is now the Santa Clara Freight whatnot. Okay. Santa Clara Freight whatnot. Santa Clara Freight. Well, that would appear to be the right line then, wouldn't it? Okay, for my next trick. And this one will be, you know, just as effective as the last one. We shall... yeah. Okay, so you've got Coral Springs. You've got Santa Clara. We're next going to need Conmat's line. Where does this stone go? Oh, phooey. It's okay. No. You're okay. It's okay. You're okay. It's fine. We'll put a truck stop in here. We'll deliver stone to the truck stop that can be picked up from the Conmats thing. And you can't take Conmats in boxcars. Doesn't matter. Trust me, I've got an angle. I've got something. Right. Okay. So new line. Yeah. We go from Santa Clara up to Independence, down to where are you going? Well, I guess we're going down to here, aren't we? Yeah, like that. Okay. So you'll pick up a bit of stone and maybe something, but then you come up here, turn it all into Conmats, bring them all back down the mountain. All right. Everybody happy? Yeah, does anyone over here need Conmats? Because if they do, you're about to deny them. No, they can have it whipped back up the mountain again. It's all great. So this is Indy. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. It's Indy, Conmat, delivery, production. Okay. Yeah. All right, now what colour did that turn out as? Indy Conmat production is orange. Just have a quick look and see what that's doing. Yeah, that also all looks right. Which platform have you decided to go into up here? The stopping platform. Well done. Yeah, you've done everything correctly. What are you doing over here? Well, I'm getting very confused. Yeah, I should say so. I should say you probably are. That's a pass. All right, you know what? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let it shake itself down. That's a huge amount of single track. It is a huge amount of single track. I mean, you know, like a huge amount of single track. And you've got nowhere for any of it to queue. Well, you know what I'm not? Is downhearted. I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to put something on it, and then I'll figure out how to make that less heinous. But that is bad, that one. That is very, very bad. But I'm getting it going. No, you've done it wrong again. There you go. Do that. Buy this. All right, so we're talking stone, yes, and con mats, right? Okay. Then this one's going up the mountain, but all kinds of stuff's going to go up the mountain, and it's all going to be queuing in some fashion or another. So we'll take the GP9, we'll single head it. Although, no, we won't. We'll double head it. It's tempting to triple head it because I think it will benefit, but we'll go with the double and see where it gets us. Right, flat cars, you're going to need some. Right, 3, 4. Let's go 5, and then you're going to need double the number of gondolas to make that pay off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Brute force. That's actually not that heavy duty a train. It's, that's kind of modest. Right, indie conmat production. Never going to work. Never going to work. This line is just sheer pain. You've got to double track this. Just got to. It's. I mean, there's no two ways about it. All right, put that on my action item list. I'll tend to it in due course. Meanwhile, now, don't mind me. I'm just tidying up. Well, I say I'm tidying up. I'm nowhere near tidying anything at the moment. Right, there you go. Do that. Good. Okay. Now, next. Well, we've got 4 more lines to do. You've got the India Aurora freight delivery. Have I? Yes, you do. They actually need fuel, which is good. They also need con mats, which is quite sad for them. Although we still have the truck line running there, so they can pick some up from that way. Let's do that one next then. So yeah, I'm going to be unpicking this for the next month. Right, go from here, Upper Indy, and then where? Just straight down to the main line. That's another train you're running on that bit of single track. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Look, I've already got it on my, what are we calling this? Mainline Connect. Freight Mainline Connect. Mainline Connect. Look, I've got it on my, I've got to fix that list already. So there's no sense in, dwelling on it. I'll fix it. Don't you worry. Now, this one needs to be all finished products that are goods, fuel, con mats. It's everything, isn't it? It is every type of delivery wagon we're going to want on this one. So this is going to, no, do that, this is going to need to double head as well. Apparently we've got a boxcar in there. Let's not bother with that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. It's probably too many. It's probably too many. Yeah, go 3, right? And then 3 of these, which is probably too many. Gondolas. Do we need gondolas? Are you going to be picking up anything? No, you're not. Okay, so we don't need gondolas. Well, that's a relief. But we do need an overabundance of tank cars because you will be returning with oil. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Buy it. Deploy it. We're down below 100 million now. Yeah. Well, you are buying expensive trains, so I mean there is that level of commitment that you've got going on. Right, now then, you next have, you've got an oil train and 3 coal trains. Are you sure about this? Yep, let's do it. Okay, well, I'm going to do all the routes and then we'll hook them up. This is a very terrible idea. All right, this is just going to queue forever. I'm going to gridlock this, and that's okay, because that's fun. Right, that's line 1. Come here. You are Indy. We're going to stick with Indy rather than... Oh, actually, we'll call this one Aurora. Oro. Coal. Is it coal? I don't think it is. I think that was oil. No, that one's coal. The second one's oil. Coal. Connection. Production. Conflection. Reduction. Oil. Coal. It is coal. What do you want to call it? Just call it something compelling. I genuinely don't know. Okay. Well, let's go with coal production. There you go. All right, because everything hooks up to the main line. That's the idea, anyway. New line. Yeah. You pull it out. Come on. Come here. Pop up. I want a pop-up window, please. No? All right. Never mind. This one is going to be Aurora to... Same deal again. Down to Birmingham. Yeah, we're gonna need to upgrade all of this. Would you mind popping the window? Thank you very much. Right, you are Oro again. Oro. Yeah. Oil production. Right, now I'm only going to run small stuff on this. Haven't thought it through. Okay, right. Because that's convincing. New line. Yeah. I don't think that took. I don't think this is working. No, I think it's because the autosave's on. I think you just deleted your line. I did, yeah, because I was clicking stuff without realising that the autosave was interfering with my ability to continue. Right, okay, pop this one out. Thank you. Right, this is Oro oil. Hey, never let it be said this isn't riveting stuff. Right, so oil, yeah, production. Production. Right, good. Yeah, next. Yeah, all right, go from here. Yeah, and you end up here. Right, this is Indie Coal 1. Okay, sure, why not? Yeah, Indie, yeah, Coal 1. No, coal production. Alpha. Ooh. Right, and then another new line. Yeah. None of this is necessary. I could have done this with one line, probably, but I'm doing it with more than one line because I want a lot of trains running up and down that route because that route's brilliant. Coal production. Bravo. All right, those are the runners. Let's get the riders. It's not the same thing. Shut it. Right, okay, vehicle menage. You could have just pressed any of those, but c'est la vie. Right, buy a vehicle. So I need 3 of these coal trains. What's it going to be? Now, these are top out at 50 miles per hour. These top out 65. That would make them quicker then, wouldn't it? One of those, yeah, cargo, hoppers. Right, how many? 72. 90. 90's a good number. Okay, right, and I want 3, please. Okay. Right, number 1, you are going on Oro. Coal. Go. Right, number 2, you are going on Indie Production, either. Indie Production Bravo. Right, and then you are going on the other one. Indie Production Alpha. Good. Right, that was seamless. Now, let's menage vehicles on this one, and I want to go back here, go to here, go over there, click on that, click on this one 4 or 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, 6 times, have one, yeah, and wang it on Oro oil production. Right, that's it. That's all the trains bought. I haven't missed any. That is all of them. No, it is. You've missed one. You need the... Or do you? Irving. No, you've done that one. You've done it. Okay, right. Now then, I'm not going to leave you dangling too long. I'm going to advance time. I usually advance time to the next year as what I do in between episodes. I shall do it now so that, firstly, I've got, some kind of scenic something or other to show at the end of the episode. But then also so that we can have a look and just see exactly what's been accomplished. The money's running out, though, isn't it? Yep. Okay, there you go. Is that one? No, that's one of the old ones. Okay, where's some of my new stuff? Here we go. They're all trundling. Well, they're all waiting at signals at the moment because you're running rather more down here than this line was intended to contend with. Also, that should be familiar to them, given that they're about to start running on something that they've got absolutely no hope of going through. Right. Okay. Good. Don't go anywhere. Well, here we are at the top of the mountain. I didn't actually advance the year because the money situation is horrendous. I mean, it is absolutely horrendous. Now, I've got a loan available of 100 million. I know how quickly the tables turn. Yeah, I've got a loan limit of 100 million, and I might need to use that. And if that doesn't work, then we have to sell things wholesale and rebuild. I've made a little bit of a tweak to the track to kind of, actually double track some of it. I think I've done enough to make it work. But while these are bedding in, we're just going to be losing money, and lots of it, as is plainly obvious, because the trains are making me nothing while they're getting situated, and at the same time they're costing me all of their usual running costs, which are quite extensive. Now the good news, here we go. There's some coal waiting. Good. Here's some oil waiting. There's some coal waiting. There's some coal waiting. Here's some oil waiting. Good. Everything here is working in accordance with the plan. Oh, and we're now 5 million down. Right? That's a shame, because I was about to hook up a truck stop here to get the quarry working, because that might come in necessary. I've had to do some things here that are complicated and that I'm not particularly proud of, but we'll come back to that. This will not be the last visitation to that particular jaunt, because yeah, that needs properly unpicking. That does. Right, pause for a sec, because I need a truck stop. Buildings. Actually, do you need a truck stop of any note? No, you could use a roadside. So if we slap this on here, like that, it doesn't even need to be two-way. Then you chaps down there. Oh, I sold them. Oh, well, that's a mistake, isn't it? Yeah, that was the setup line to actually produce construction materials previously, but now we can do it over here. Right, there we go. So you are, well, you were Independence Conmat Production. You're not called that anymore. You're called whatever this is. This is Saint whatnot. Is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's some whatnot. Okay, so this is St. Clair Stone Production. So with a bit of luck, these lads will drop off a bit of stone at the station here, ready to be hoiked up the mountain. And as you can see, we've already got some stuff on the mountain. Don't worry, we'll go and have a look at it in a moment. So I'm going to stick 2 trucks on there for now, because it only needs to go one way. It's not going to be bringing anything back. What have we got? This little Isuzu. It's fine. It's just not got a massive amount of quantity on board. Right, well, we can afford 1. It's better than nothing. Right, assign this to St. Clair. Yep, stone production. All right, okay, good, go. Right, back to work. Right, okay, so let's have a quick unpick of what's going on. This is the St. Clair freight train. I'm not sure if I've configured that in a way that is going to work at all. Anyway, that's 2.5 million down at the moment. So there's that going on there. Now I have spammed the heck out of this lot with some signals. Actually, I haven't done that much, but with the upshot is that so far everything is able to keep running. Now, trains like this one that we've got focus on here, it's currently down 1.8 mil. It will be down 2.5 million by the time it reaches its destination. But if it goes back with a full load of coal, then when it drops that off at the station, the amount of money it makes is going to be more than enough, he said, with his fingers well and truly crossed, to pay off the costs associated with that. Have you got any passengers on board? I've only just been commissioned, Gov. I ain't got any passengers on board. He's got 4. Okay. Right. Oh, do we need another signal set? Yeah. It's ages till the next lot. All right. Okay. Fine. Okay. Right. We'll stick 1 there. Yeah. And we'll stick 1 here. Yeah. That one's likely to block the junction, and that would be a bad thing. Yeah, it would. Yeah. That would not be helpful. So you can't have a signal there. You're going to have it about, let's say here, for safety's sake. All right, get rid of that one, or you'll regret it. Okay, that's all right. I don't mind. A bit of regret never hurt anybody, apart from the people that regret stuff. Right, let's turn one-way off, because there's a very real chance that continuing to use one-way signals will end in misery and tears. And then we want to get this all worked out. Now, there's stuff going on here. Yeah, I know, that's a technical description for you. Definitely got stuff going on. You should be able to move now. You need a signal there. You lot, just best leave it alone. Although you could have a signal just before those points, but that's not actually going to accomplish very much. We're going to have a signal here, and then another one in the run-up to the diamond there. And then the same kind of thinking on that one, and on this one. I don't know if you can make that out or not. Should be relatively obvious what it is that I've got going on there. But given that those are all single tracks, there is some potential. Right, so you're now heading out to go and pick up some coal. There should be another one just like you, either immediately ahead or behind. Incidentally, look at this. It's the first traffic jam I've ever seen in my life. He lied. It's only because there's no public transport at the moment. It needs a little commuter route kind of thing that directs people towards trains. But even then, they're still going to want to cross city, so there is that. Okay, now you've gone that way. That's all good. Yeah. Okay. Right. So there you are. What's the conclusion to all of this? The conclusion is we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to give it some time to figure out what's going on. You carrying? No, mate. I'm a pickup. Oh, of course you are. How about you? I'm carrying 144 oil. You're going to pay off, aren't you, Tiger? Yes, you are. Right, I've been Colonel Failure. This has been convoluted. Let's turn all of the gubbins off. That's not the gubbins button, is it? There you go. Gubbins deactivated. Right, there you go. He's come out of there. Brilliant. And there's nothing currently coming upstream because everything is upstream at the moment. Tell you what, let's follow along. Here we go. Oh, that wasn't the camera I wanted, but you know what? I'm quite satisfied with it being the camera I've got. I've no idea which way it's going to go. Although I suspect it's going to go for that tunnel on the left. Brace yourselves. Go left. Please stay left. There we go. Everything's fine here, as far as I'm aware. Anyway, we'll pick up the action next time. I won't be bussed, because all of that stuff coming down the mountain will pay off to a degree one expects. I've been Colonel Failure. Subscribe to this series so that you can enjoy further expeditions where I spend the entire episode just charling around with a route creation. I've no idea where I'm going. Pretty sure the train's got a clue, but I couldn't tell you. I need a signal on here. I don't know if this track's one way. I do know that is well roller coaster. That one is, you know, that's as roller coaster as it gets. Yeah. I'll be back soon. Thank you very much for watching. Cheerio. Don't panic, friends. Panic will do you absolutely no good whatsoever. It's just not going to help. No. Why shouldn't you panic? Oh, because the money's fine. The money's absolutely fine. As ever, I ran forward at the end of this episode to get to the next one. You know, to queue up the next year. Money sorted itself, no trouble at all. I ran it another couple of years so that we haven't got to, you know, muck about to start the next episode waiting for some cash to turn up. Cash has turned up, it's fine. All those services were just bedding in, and, spoiler alert, they all make money. That's because I'm a ruddy genius. Either that, or because the game is really, 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 really forgiving when it comes to making cash over longer distances. Personally, I happen to think it's the former, but your mileage may vary. Good, right, I've got nothing else to tell you today, so be about your business and remain indoors.